those spontaneous live streams. So hopefully y'all got about what I got, man. Hopefully y'all got about 40 minutes or so to chop it up with the kid, man. It's gonna be one of them quick joints. Y'all see the subject matter, man. Y'all see the subject matter, man. We going in on the government today. It is what it is. We got to speak that truth to power, let y'all know what the agenda is. So I'm going to give everybody a chance to tap in, man, about 2 or 3 minutes, because it's one of those spontaneous joints. Hopefully y'all up on this Saturday morning and got a few minutes to spare with the kid, man. But what's the word? How everybody living, how everybody feeling, man. Again, we talking about something that most people don't want to talk about. Most people are afraid to talk about. Most people are afraid to put the government in the title of their YouTube video and talk about them in a negative light. We not though. We gonna speak that truth to power, man. We gonna let y'all know some of the plans that they have out here. It is what it is, man. We gotta speak on it. We gotta speak on it to boost that awareness, man. To boost that consciousness. That's all consciousness is. Consciousness is awareness. But a lot of people are not aware out here. What's the word? Andrew, peace, what's happening? You know, we gotta reveal the plans of this government, man. Clocks in, peace. What's the word? What's the word? You know, and a lot of what has recently happened here in the past, or the past few years or so, is all in alignment with what they have been planning to do for a very long time. Devin, peace. What's the word? What's the word? How we feeling? How we living? It's all in alignment, man. So we got to connect the dots. See, a lot of these things that's happening, we feel like they unconnected. Or we feel like they not connected to one another. But the truth of the matter is it's all connected, man. When you see something chaotic going on over here and you see some chaotic go on over there, they may seem like they are not connected, but they are. Best believe the same people are behind both situations. Best believe it. Airview, peace. What's happening? Magic. Goddess Isis, peace. What's the word? Best believe it. It's all connected. It's got the same hands are involved here. Best believe that, man. Best believe it. Best believe it, man. All clocks in, yeah, for sure. Just over broke, for sure. Yeah, that's the acronym. And we're going to talk about this guaranteed income, man. I don't know if you all are familiar with that proposal and that system, the guaranteed income. That's basically the government giving us a set amount over, I guess it's not, I don't know if it's going to be like a set day, like every month or every few months, but they're going to give us a set amount in regards to our income, and we supposed to live off of that set amount. Y'all know, unemployment, things like that, man. So we got examples of what I'm talking about. But the goal here, the reason why this is important, again, look at that phrase, guaranteed income. Y'all gonna hear a lot more about this in the coming future. The reason why this is important because the objective is to get as many people as possible to buy into this guaranteed income. This is one of the reasons why you are seeing these prices do what they are doing. This is one of the reasons why the pandemic happened in the first place. It's like, boom, we're going to hit them with this pandemic. We're going to eliminate a lot of jobs. So a lot of people going to lose their jobs. Then these prices about to skyrocket. So they're going to be dependent on this government. They're going to be dependent on the system for some money. So then we're going to hit them with this proposal. How about a guaranteed income system? Don't worry about your job. We're going to give you a set amount of money every 2 to 3 months. And guess what? Only a certain type of person is going to qualify for this guaranteed income. You got to get jabbed up. You got to do X, Y, and Z. You can only use the money for A, B, and C. They're going to add all types of stipulations for this guaranteed income. Best believe it's happening. Best believe it. Craig, what's happening? Best believe this is coming, man. Best believe it. This is, again, why the pandemic had to happen. You know what I'm saying? They forced everybody in the crib. A lot of people lost their jobs. A lot of jobs shut down. So then, boom, we got to get this unemployment. We depending on this system. This system is paying us. Without this system giving us this money, we wouldn't be able to survive. So that's one of the ways that they are going to justify it. It's like, boom, look what happened when the pandemic hit. Y'all lost y'all jobs and we gave y'all this unemployment that was paying you more than your job. So then now they got you. It's making sense to you now. It's like, oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, man, when I lost my job in the pandemic, they did give me enough money. That's how they going to get you. Then all the while, they planning to increase the prices of everything. You know what I'm saying? They're going to increase the price of everything, give you this small amount to live on. It's not going to be enough, man. It's not going to be enough at all. Again, this is one of the places where y'all might hear something like that first. They're going to be pushing for this more over the next few years, man, because everybody going to keep complaining about these prices. Everybody gonna keep complaining about these jobs not paying enough. People gonna get tired of working 3 or 4 jobs just to keep the lights on. Like I'm telling you, when they present this, man, they have got us in a condition to where when they present this to the masses gonna be like, that don't sound too bad. Clocks in for sure. And they gonna, not only are they gonna control the income, they gonna control what we can spend it on too. They gonna control, not only, like, listen to what I said, not only are they going to control the income, they are going to control where we spend it. They are going to control where we spend it. Man, life is getting real out here, man. I was doing the knowledge to the autonomous cars, you know, the self-driving cars. And man, I came across something that was interesting when I was studying that. They said they're going to create the cars, and they may have some of these already out here, that automatically, when the car hears a police siren, it's going to automatically pull over. That's crazy. Like, the car is going to automatically pull over when it hears police sirens. You might not be the person, you might not be the target, but the car is going to automatically pull over when it hears some police sirens. So you have no control over that. It's boom, automatically pull you over. That may sound like that's beneficial, but that's showing you right now the power that these cars have. I mean, that's not that these cars have now, but that's demonstrating the power. That's demonstrating the power that these robots, as we gonna call them, these robots are gonna have over us in the near future. The car gonna just automatically, boom, automatically pull you over. Automatically, man. The siren, it's 100 yards away, 100 miles away, not 100 miles, 100 yards away, 100 feet away. Boom, let me go ahead and pull it. Let me pull you over. You might not be the target, but let me pull you over. Devin, for sure. And most people ain't gonna think twice about a proposal like that. Shaheed, most definitely. And that's another, yeah, that's another name for it, you know? One and the same there. Again, all connected. And it's definitely close to happening in regards to this whole guaranteed income. Like, just look how they're gonna phrase it. I'm telling you, you can Google this. You can Google guaranteed income program. Like, the fact that they use the word guaranteed it's marketing, man. When you put guaranteed income on something, they know they got you. Like, boom, guaranteed income. What is that? That's how they got you. They're gonna use the word guaranteed. That's marketing 101. I'm telling you, it's marketing 101, because when I was studying marketing in school, they was like, those are one of the trigger words. One of the trigger words to use is guarantee. When you use that word, man, it boom. Something resonates in the mind of the people when they see the word guarantee. So that's why they would use that type of word, guaranteed income program. They know what they doing. Shantae, Peace Queen, what's happening? Big Smooth, Peace, what's happening? They know exactly what they doing, man, with their choice of wording. Oh, okay, we gonna say this is guaranteed income. Oh, boom. Light bulbs are going off in the minds of the people. Guaranteed income, so I'm getting money guaranteed? Yeah, but they're not gonna tell you how much, and then they're not gonna tell you how the price is gonna continue to skyrocket and how you barely gonna be able to afford anything, and they're gonna control where you spend this money. Yeah, Magic, for sure. I'm trying to tell you, I know a lot of those trigger words, you know, but guaranteed is definitely one of them. God is Peace Queen, what's happening? What's the word? You know, so this is what we dealing with, man. Again, we got to understand why things are happening. See, we think things are happening for no reason, which I don't know why people are thinking that. You know what I'm saying? But these things are happening for a reason, and it's a lot of people behind what's happening. You know, and again, when you start talking about these things, they want to write you off as like a lunatic, somebody that's crazy. And y'all know the word that we hate so often, or the phrase that we hate so often, conspiracy theorists. You know, but we know that that's not the case, man. We know it's people behind all of these things, man. We know it. You know what I'm saying? So again, when something happens, you got to ask yourself, who is benefiting from this happening? And we know the answer to that question. Somebody is benefiting. When we have a worldwide pandemic, somebody is benefiting from this pandemic. You got to ask yourself, who are the people that are benefiting from it? You know what I'm saying? When these prices skyrocket, who is benefiting from that? Oh, Craig, for sure, man. It's so much that we blind to. Howard Peace, what's happening? Big Smooth, yes, sir. And it's a lot that we blind to right now, man. It's a lot that we blind to. People they got people, man. You know, people don't even want to entertain this type of content and information anymore. First of all, they think entertaining this type of content, this information won't necessarily generate them some income, so they're not focused on that. So they got people so focused on making the money when the money ain't really worth nothing. Just think about that. You know what I'm saying? They got people out here chasing the dollar bill, and the dollar bill ain't worth nothing. Like, the value of the dollar continues to decrease. When the price of everything goes up, that's letting you know the dollar bill is losing its value, losing its power. That's why price is going up. You know what I'm saying? Like, the dollar bill is losing its value. The prices go up. That's how that works. That's what that means. Craig, for sure. Problem, reaction, solution. I believe that was what, David Icke or whatever. He one of the ones that talk about that. Aubrey, Peace, what's happening? Oh yeah, Sam Walton, you know, Walmarts and all that. Like, yeah. Trash individuals. They are benefiting. They are benefiting from this. You know what I'm saying? They are benefiting big time. Benefiting big time from it, man. And it's crazy. Devin, I'm telling you, the food stamp thing, I'm telling you. And that's why, and keep in mind what they did, man. Keep in mind what they were doing. They was giving people all these food stamps. And they had people like jealous of that. Man, look at what that's doing psychologically. Man, I wish I got food stamps. No, you don't. I don't wish I had food stamps. I do not want to be dependent upon the government that has never had my best interests at heart giving me money for food. No, I wasn't one of the ones jealous of folks that was getting all of this food stamp money. Like, nah, I don't want that. I don't want to be dependent on this system to feed my family. Not at all. Because at any given moment, the system can say, you know what, we done fooling with you. We done looking out for you, which is really not what they doing. You know, but at any given moment, they can cut that off. Then what you gonna do? What you gonna do when the government say no to your food stamps? What you gonna do when the government says no to the guaranteed income? What you gonna do when the government says, nah, we not gonna give you no unemployment? You gotta go out there and work. What you gonna do then? What you gonna do then? Come on now. I don't want to be dependent on this system. Not at all. That's not gonna get us far. That's not gonna get us far at all. Matter of fact, all I gotta do is ask black folks, how far has that gotten us? Depending on the system. That has got millions and millions of our people killed unnecessarily by depending on this system, by trusting this system. That has got plenty of our people killed. So why would I do that? Why would I do that? Why would I be mad that these folks getting food stamps? No. That doesn't excite me. That doesn't intrigue me. I don't want food stamps. I don't want this system paying me. I don't want the government paying me. No. That's not a good way to live, especially as a black man in the wilderness of North America, man. That's not good. It's not good to be dependent on that system. It's not good to be dependent on any system like that at all. Khalil, Peace, what's happening? You know, so again, man, they keeping us blind. They have made it unattractive for people to talk about what's really going on. They have made that type of content very unattractive. They have instilled fear into people. If you talk about some of this information that's very unattractive, then something happens to you. Your channel gets deleted, banned, all that. They have made it very unattractive. They have instilled fear in a lot of folk when it comes to this type of content, this type of information. Then we write the individuals off, you know, again. Like I said, for the most part, that's why I have a hard time mingling with society, because everybody else is thinking this way. My thought process is that way. So it's like we always clashing in regards to perspectives, all because I ain't afraid to go against the status quo and the mainstream opinion. Like, no, if it's a mainstream opinion, I'm going to question it. If 1,000 people or if 1,000,000 people believe this to be true, then I'm going to ask a simple question: why? It's got to be something wrong with it. If 1,000,000 people are subscribing to it, it's got to be something wrong with it, man. Why are 1,000,000 people subscribing to this? And when you ask half of this million why they subscribe to it, they don't even really know. They can't even give you no real concrete answer. That's brainwashing, man. That's you brainwashed, man. You're brainwashed. You're brainwashed. Mark, peace, what's happening? You're brainwashed. A brainwashed society is what we dealing with. People afraid to question anything, man. You're just subscribing to something because your grandmother told you to. You subscribing to something because your teacher told you to. You subscribing to something because your pastor told you to. You subscribing to something because your imam told you to. Like, come on, man. Brainwash. Ask questions, man. Question everything. Question everything. Question everything. I don't care who it is. Ain't nobody off limits when it comes to asking questions. If I see something on the news, let me ask some questions here. You know, why are they showing me? Why the first three things they showing me are black people killing black people? Why is that the first thing I got to see? Why? Ask a question, man. They want to make it appear as if that's the only thing that's really happening out here as far as crime. You know what I'm saying? We not seeing what they would call the white collar crimes. We not seeing that. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you turn on that news, Ray has killed such and such. Lil Pookie has killed such and such. Little Donovan and Rob such and such. Come on, man. That's by design. That's by design, but we ain't asking questions though. Turn that news off, man. Negative energy within society. Turn it off. The news is a fabrication. It's a fabrication. They show us what they want to show us. That's why I don't tap into the news like that. You know what I'm saying? The news, one of the main agendas of the news is to instill fear, cause mass hysteria. That is what they strive to do when it comes to the news. Now, when all you see are black people killing black people in the news, now you looking at all black people suspiciously. It's programming. Like, boom, all I see when I turn on the news is brothers killing brothers. Sisters or brothers killing sisters. Brothers wicked. So now every time you see a brother, you finna view him in that light because that's what the news has made you do. But you think you consciously doing this. No, the news has influenced you to view every brother as the enemy. That ain't what you think naturally. The news influenced that thought process, man. Seriously. Seriously, man, we gotta go ahead and wake up to what's going on, man. You can control the narrative, man. You ain't gotta turn on that news, man. You ain't gotta turn that news on. The news is very destructive, man. The news is very destructive. They not telling you, listen, they not telling you nowhere near close to the truth, man. Nowhere near close to the truth, man. Not even getting close to it. You know what I'm saying? They gonna tell you about a pandemic, but they not gonna tell you natural ways to combat it. Again, to cause mass hysteria. What they call fear mongering, things like that. That's what they are after. And they are very successful at it. Again, that's why I don't tap into the news, man. Again, like I said, negative energy within society. That's it. And then they try to sprinkle the positivity at the end. By that time, you already, you know what I'm saying? You already tapped into what's negative. Then they try to sprinkle the success stories at the end. Come on, man. Oh, Big Smooth for sure, man. I'm telling you, ask questions. Like, you get in trouble at school when you ask questions because you're just supposed to obey what the teacher tells you. So when you ask a question, you get put out of class. When you go to the church and you ask questions, you get put out of the church. You know what I'm saying? Anywhere you go and you ask questions, man, you getting put out. So again, what are they instilling in us subconsciously as youngins? Asking questions are bad. When you question your parents' authority, you get punished, you get a whooping, you get yelled at. You know what I'm saying? So again, we have made it appear as if it is a crime to ask questions. Just look at what I'm saying. At every level, when a child asks questions, they get penalized. Don't question that adult. Don't question this pastor. Don't question your teacher. Don't question the cops. Don't question authority. That's what we own. So we have made it appear as if it's a bad thing to ask questions. So then when you grow up, now what? You're afraid to ask questions. You don't want to question anything. So you just accepting everything. You know what I'm saying? So nah, I ain't living like that. I got plenty of questions. I got plenty of questions, man. When something happens, I'm like, hold up. Hold up. What we on? What y'all doing? Why y'all moving like that? You know, why are we moving this way? You know, I'm going to ask questions. That's how you gain an understanding, by asking questions. You are not gaining an understanding by just taking what somebody told you and running with it as if it's true. No, I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's my parents. I don't care if it's my grandparents. I don't care who it is. I'm not just about to allow somebody to tell me whatever, and I just accept it based off of my relationship with that said individual. Incorrect. As we say emphatically, no. You know what I'm saying? It's not happening like that. I'm going to ask these questions, and if I don't like the answers, I'm going to investigate further. That's how I've always operated. If I ask you something and you give me an answer that don't make sense, I'm going to investigate. Even if you give me an answer that makes sense, I'm still going to investigate. I'm going to fact check your answer. So best believe. Or if you don't give me no answer at all, I'm still going to do the knowledge and investigate. So either way it go, I'm going to find my answer here. I'm going to get this answer, whether it comes from you or another source. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to study, I'm going to investigate until I come up with an answer, till I come up with a solution. You know, and that's what most people are afraid to do. They are afraid to do that. And y'all know I always got to tap into religion when it comes to this, because that's one of the main things that black people are afraid to question. You afraid to question your religion. You afraid to ask questions. And 9 times out of 10, you got a few exceptions, you know, but 9 times out of 10, when I would ask a person, hey, why you believe what you believe in? They'd simply tell me, because that's what my mother believed. That's what my grandmother believed. Family tradition. That's going to be the main reason. That ain't good enough for me. That wasn't good enough for me. I'm not subscribing to something because it's family tradition. It's not good enough for me, man. I need answer. Why are we believing in this? Where did this belief come from? You know what I'm saying? Where did this belief come from? I need to trace this back to the origin. I need to see if this makes sense, because some of the things y'all are attaching to this belief doesn't make any sense to me. So now I got to make sense of it. I got to get back to the root. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't understanding this. Why in the world do we have a million different branches of Christianity? Why is this not the same? Why is it not just one big whole religion? Why do we got Catholics and why do we got Protestants and Christians? They all read not the same doggone book. Why do they got different names? What's the difference? What's the difference? Why would a Catholic go to war with a Christian when they essentially believing in the same exact thing in regards to the foundation? That wasn't making any sense to me. Why we got Lutherans, Protestants, Catholic, Christians? That don't even make any sense, man. They got real small differences. You know what I'm saying? So that's enough right there for them to create a whole other branch. That causes confusion. You know what I'm saying? And I was asking these questions. And everybody looking at me crazy. You ain't supposed to question God. You ain't supposed to question your pastor. You ain't supposed to question your parents. You ain't supposed to question this. You ain't supposed to question this book. Chris, peace, what's happening? But they had me messed up, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this ain't making a lick of sense. And for the life of me, for real, at this stage, I done did the knowledge. I done went to all these different schools. At this stage in my life, can't nobody even justify having all those different branches of like one religion, so to speak. Doesn't even make any sense. You can't justify it. The only reason you subscribing to something is because you grew up in it. That's it. Leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to hear any other justification, because I know the small differences between these different branches, man. And it's pointless. Y'all might as well agree. You know what I'm saying? I went to a Lutheran high school and I went to a Catholic college. And I know the little small differences that separate the two. They are very small to the point where they might as well come together. Same with being a Baptist and a Christian, things like that, man. The differences are very small. Most people though that are in those branches can't even break down the differences. Y'all might as well come together, but y'all not though. You know? So again, asking questions. Asking questions. Asking questions. You know, we gonna ask questions. We gonna ask questions, man. It's the division out here, man. It's furthering the division. You know, division. We talk about unity all the time. And Chris, yeah. And that's exactly what I'm saying. The differences are not like even with the Christians and the Muslims. Like, dude, people don't understand how often Jesus is mentioned in the Quran. But when you talk to a Christian about Islam, they make it seem like that's the most wicked religion of the man. Your most honored prophet, so to speak, is mentioned a lot in the Quran. Man, the Muslims rock with Jesus almost more than the doggone Christians, but then the Christians looking at them like they foul. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, it's stuff like that that's crazy. Stuff like that that's crazy. But you gotta ask questions, though. Gotta ask questions. Gotta ask questions. Gotta ask questions. Chris, appreciate that donation for sure. Oh yeah, it's definitely on purpose. Oh, it's definitely. You know, so that's why when people such as ourselves, we come up and we asking questions, nah, you gotta go. We're gonna kick you out the church, we're gonna kick you out the class, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna kick you out the crib because you asking too many questions. You asking way too many questions. Questions are a problem. Questions are even with the doctor. You know what I'm saying? Question the doctor. You better not question your doctor. Nah. If they tell you to take some medication, if they tell you get this shot, you better get it. Don't ask no question. Man, you know how many, and you know what I'm saying? You know how many times I done educated some clients, man, and they go back and they go tell their doctor some stuff that I didn't say, but they might not have said I said it directly, but they go back and tell their doctor some things that I told them. And you know how those doctors quick to write the stuff off? Whole while the doctor be in bad shape. Come on now. Hey, Mark, for sure. I'm none of it. And I have all of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not Christian. I got a Quran. I got a Bible. Man, I got some Buddhist, you know what I'm saying? Buddhist text. Man, I got Hindu text. I got all that, man. You name it, I got it. I got the Gnostic text, all of that. Sufism, I got it all. You name it, I got it. You name it, I got it. I got all the philosophy you could think of. Man, I'm going to study the atheists. I'm going to study everybody. Man, I definitely, y'all saw my book about the African religion, so I got that. I'm tapping into everything. Shakir, peace, what's happening? That's the way you get everything. Man, I got Hebrew Israelite books. Come on, man. I'm studying it all. I got all of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna gain an understanding of it all. That's why I can tell you, I can vouch for it and say a lot of it is just straight connected. Straight connected. You know what I'm saying? So I done studied a lot of them. A lot of them. You know, so it is what it is, man. They keeping us divided. They know what they doing. Again, this is by design. By design. This was intentional. It wasn't no accident. Dexter, and I'm gonna drop a jewel. Hey, might lose some subscribers for it, but the Satanic Bible is very misunderstood. And the dude that came up with that knew that, did that on purpose. That's why he called it that. Misunderstood. I know people ain't read it when they start to, because of the name. Oh, I ain't touching that. Man, when you read that, you're gonna be like, oh, it ain't what you think it is. Come on, man, I done studied it all, including that. You know what I'm saying? Like, people look at the word satanic and they automatically about to have a heart attack or a stroke and say, I ain't touching that. Well, I touched it, and it's not what you think it is. It's literally not what you think it is. All you got to do is read it, though. Don't take my word for it. Just go read it. Don't be afraid of the word satanic. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid of the word satanic. The person that did that on purpose. You know what I'm saying? It's like almost a joke type deal. But just go ahead and read it. Chris, for sure. Man, I'm gonna be honest with you, I kicked myself out the church. For real. I ain't even, cause you know, black people, what we tend to do, like, I always said this back in the day because, a lot of people down south refer to themselves as Baptists. And I just say that's almost like that's like the pro-black, like the black version, like the all-black version of Christianity, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what, like, a lot of black people gonna say they Baptists. You know what I'm saying? That's almost like the RBG version of Christianity. You know what I'm saying? Black people, I'm Baptist. I'm Baptist. Like, that's what we was on. Like, that's what, like, you go ask my people down south what they are, they gonna be like, I'm Baptist. And can barely explain it. You know what I'm saying? Like, in regards to, like, the difference. Oh, Jazz for sure. Listen, and Chris, appreciate that donation by the way. But Jazz for sure, y'all don't even, man. I wish I got songs that I recorded that are no longer on YouTube. But I got one. I did one song, and hell, I forgot the name of the song. But it was, if you know Brother Ali, which is a what is it? Yeah, albino rapper. I rapped over one of his beats back in the day, and I did a whole song off of one of his beats. I forgot the name of the song that he did, so where y'all can listen to the beat. But I did a whole song off of one of his beats, and it was me questioning all type of religious things. Man, it was a bunch of questions. It was almost like Jada Kiss's Y version. It was just like the religious version of that, though. I was asking all questions in that joint, breaking it down. Solo T, peace, what's happening? Chris, best believe I know that. Best believe I know it. Sharif, man, for sure. And I'm gonna tell you one thing. It's both extremes. So either, you know what I'm saying, when your people don't force it on you, then you know what I'm saying, that makes it easier. But also when your people do force it on you, it make it easier. Because the only thing that's met with force is resistance. For the most part, like, that was the reason why I resisted. I'm like, man, why are y'all forcing me to do this? You know what I'm saying? Like, when I got of age, I'm like, man, why are we doing these things? Like, am I the only one that's like, why are we celebrating this? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are we believing in it? Like, this don't even make any sense. Am I the only one that finds this type of stuff? I was confused for a moment. And it was all because I was forced. It's all because I was forced. A moment I had to ask myself, man, why are we doing this? That was the first question that I asked myself. Why are we doing this? Why? Like, just simple question. That shout out to Jadakiss for the song. Why? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's where it starts. You just ask yourself, why? Why are we doing this? Why am I subscribing to this? Why are we as a whole subscribing to this? What were we subscribing to before this as a family? You know, questions like that. You know, so again, it just started with questions, man. And I wasn't asking questions. A lot of times I wasn't asking questions to be disrespectful. I seriously wanted some answers. So a lot of times when I asked questions, man, they were saying I'm being disrespectful, I'm trying to start trouble, things like that. I'm like, what, man? I seriously just have questions and I just want some answers. That's it. But they wrote me off. Ah, man, you trying to cause trouble. You being hard-headed. You're this, that, and the third. Like, what? You know, so that's what would happen when I would start asking certain questions, man. And I wasn't even on that type of vibe. I wasn't on that type of vibe. I wasn't trying to be that way. I wasn't trying to start trying to start trouble. I just felt if you believe in something, you should be able to answer a question about it. That's what I thought as a child. If somebody believes something, then I felt like they should know something about it. That was my naivety as a child. I just thought if people subscribe to something, then they should know a little something about it. So I felt that it was appropriate to ask questions. I'm like, okay, yeah, y'all been rocking with this. Y'all done been on Earth for this long, so y'all might know a little something about it. Let me ask some simple questions. Nope. So that was weird. That was weird to me. Like, I ain't want no smoke. I wasn't trying to disrespect nobody's religion. I just had questions. A child naturally is going to be curious. There is no way that you could just tell a child something. We done all been in that stage. Some of y'all got kids so where they in that stage. A child is going to naturally ask questions. There is no way that you can stop a child from asking questions, man. A child is going to naturally ask questions. When you tell a child something, they gonna hit that phase where they want to know why to everything. Why do we gotta work out? Why do I gotta lift this weight over my head? Why do I gotta squat with this bar? They gonna ask questions about everything. They gonna ask you, why do cars exist? Why is the sky this? Why do trees exist? Like, they gonna ask you everything. Your religion is not off guards. They gonna ask you questions about this religion when you tell them things and they don't necessarily understand why. Because they are a kid, they don't understand why. They wasn't born understanding why. So this is stuff that has to be taught to them. You know what I'm saying? This is stuff that has to be taught to the child. That is why they are asking you why. But no, we shun them. We shun them. Don't ask me. Don't question me. Because I said so. Oh, God is for sure. You definitely difficult. Oh, and listen. Now, and shout out to my sisters that ain't afraid to ask questions. You know what I'm saying? It's like dudes, it's almost like that's in our neck. But like when a woman start asking questions, oh my goodness. Especially if she question a male figure, it is a wrap. Oh, snaps. It's a wrap. You know, so it gets worse for the woman as she gets older. You know, for the man, it gets a little bit like we can ask questions as a man. Like, boom, hold on, man. What you, nah, bro, you ain't finna tell me that. But when a sister gets older and she start asking questions, oh, she disobedient, she difficult, she the angry black, she don't want to accept, she don't want to submit to the, all type of stuff. You know, so when a sister gets older and she starts questioning, especially dudes, oh, nah. You better accept what that man telling you. You better not question that man. You being disobedient. Like all type of stuff. So it gets worse for the sisters as they get older and ask questions. Like that's actually pretty crazy to me. Like the older the woman get, like the more, like she better not ask questions. Like for sure. Like I've witnessed that. I've witnessed that, man. You better not question that man. You know what I'm saying? You better shut up and listen to that man. Whatever he tell you is law. Boom. That's how y'all was raised for a very long time. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the law for y'all for a very long time. So yeah, shout out to the sisters that's definitely not afraid to ask questions. And I'm one of the ones, y'all done seen me in action, bro. Y'all have seen me in action. I don't run from questions. Y'all have seen people come on this joint, ask me questions, and I, to the best of my ability, strive to answer questions. Y'all know I come from the 5% background, all of that. Vegan, y'all have seen me answer questions and not get hostile about it. Y'all have seen this. Man, even if it's off topic, y'all have seen me stop talking about something to address a question. Y'all have seen it. So I'm not going to run from a question. If I don't know the answer, then I'm going to tell you, no, I haven't tapped into that. I don't know. But I'm going to go back and research it for you. But y'all have seen me in action. Y'all have seen people ask me questions on this joint, and I stop what I was talking about, and I'm going to address that question. Y'all seen it. Our interview for sure. And that's definitely a good reflection of what's going on. Oh, Chris, for sure. I ain't even run that by my peoples, man. I already, you know what I'm saying? Like I already knew what was happening. I ain't even run that by my people, which is crazy because now again the NOI and the 5% like that's different. Nah, peace, what's happening? But it's crazy because my peoples used to play a lot of Farrakhan and Khalid Muhammad speeches when I was growing up. Not a lot of Khalid though, but more so on the Farrakhan end. So it's like y'all should already be kind of knowing some of this language, which y'all do, you know. But it was I ain't even run that by them, man. They had to just see that. You know, I came across what they say knowledge of self, and it made sense to me, so I kept on rocking. I ain't had time for anybody to talk me out of something that resonated with me as truth. Soon as I came across it, I was like, man, this is exactly what I was already thinking. I didn't know it was a whole culture that reflected around it. You know what I'm saying? Like I was already on that type of mission. So I was like, ooh, y'all got a whole little culture. Y'all got a whole little culture that's saying what I was kind of already thinking. That's the confirmation. Trio piece, what's happening? That was the confirmation that I needed. That was the confirmation that I needed. So it's like, all right, bet. You know, and again, I'm never in the business of like trying to tell somebody what to. Y'all hear me? I ain't trying to convert nobody to the 5% nation of guys and earths. I never do that. I'm not on here campaigning for y'all to convert over. You know what I'm saying? Whatever helps you sleep at night. But just be open to some different realities. Just be open to some questions. You know what I'm saying? Just be open to those things, man. Just be open to different perspectives. That's it. That's all I ever ask. Be open to different perspectives, man. That's it. I'm always open to different perspectives. Every book that I read, for the most part, is written by somebody that's religious. You know what I'm saying? Like every book that I read, man, I I can listen to Christian rap and be cool. Man, Lecrae is very talented. At least his old stuff, you know. Hey, dude, very talented. Gemstones, dude used to rock with Lupe under the name Gemini. Dude is like a Christian rapper. Dude is dope. Man, I ain't finna stop listening to somebody because they talking about something that I don't fool with. Nah. You know, and that's all I ask of other people. That's all I ask of other people, man. Be open. Be open. Be open-minded. You know what I'm saying? Be open-minded, man. You ain't got to be a slave to your religion. You could be a part of that religion. You know what I'm saying? That religion can help you sleep at night. That religion could be helping you become a better person, but you ain't got to be a slave to it, man. You ain't got to be a slave to that thought process, man. It's stuff that's outside that religion that you may resonate with, man. It's okay to be open to that type of stuff, man. It's okay. It's okay. You know, like I said, just like if I want to listen to some of these Christian rappers, you know what I'm saying, spit real quick, it's okay, but I ain't going to feel no type of way. I ain't gonna be like, all right, here they go preaching on the track again. I'm good, man. I could go to a church and listen to a pastor. If he talking about something that's resonating with me, that's making sense to me, yeah, I can listen to him. I just ask that of other people. Other people are not so open. And that's where the problem lies. You know, that's where the problem lies. Other people are not so open. I'm just saying be open. That don't mean accept. You got to understand the difference. Being open doesn't mean you accept it. It just mean you open. You open to hearing it. You open to listening, comprehending what they saying. You know, trying to gain an understanding of what's being said. Don't mean you accept it. You gaining an understanding. I have an understanding of a lot of religious folks. No, I don't accept their religion as my truth, but I understand where they're coming from. I understand it because I was once that. First off, you know what I'm saying? So I got an understanding of it. You know, I'm putting myself in your shoes type deal. Just do that on my end. That's all I ask of folk. You know what I'm saying? That's all I ask of folk. I was once a savage in the pursuit of happiness. I was once what we call an 85er. You know what I'm saying? Which would be the masses. I was once in that, where ignorance was a big part of my life. You know, I embraced the ignorance. That was once my life. You know? Then I removed myself from that environment. You know, but I don't necessarily shun everybody that comes from that environment because I was once that. So I'm understanding. That's why I ain't so quick to write folks off when they come from a certain environment or a certain situation, because I'm understanding I was once in that myself. So I know how it is. I know what it is. I know exactly what it is. So again, that's all I ask. Be open. Be open, man. Be open to different perspectives. That's how we gonna grow and evolve as people. That's how we gonna unify and we gonna conquer this beast, man, because we in the belly of the beast, man. We in the belly of the beast, and things getting real in the field. Things getting real in the field on a day-to-day basis. We in the belly of the beast, man, so we gonna need cooperation. You know what I'm saying? We gonna need some strong cooperation from a lot of different backgrounds in order for us to come together, conquer this beast, man. We gonna need it. We gonna need a lot of cooperation, and right now we ain't got it. Right now, we do not have this cooperation that I'm talking about. And it's going to be needed severely. It's going to be needed severely, man, to conquer what's going on, man. It's going to be needed severely, man. We're going to need each other, man. We're going to need each other more than we probably ever have. Now and in the near future, man. Mark my words. Mark my words. But, man, with that being said, man, I got to tap on out, man. I got a client that's about to come in here, man. Got to finish off my Saturday. And then I'm going to do some reading and relaxing today, man. Got to do the knowledge, man, so I can come back and give y'all some more information, some more jewels and things to think about. You know, so I appreciate y'all tapping in with me for this little short period of time. It's one of those spontaneous joints, man. Appreciate the donations, all the love. I'm probably not going to tap in with y'all tomorrow. Who knows? If I have some downtime, I definitely will. This was unexpected downtime, so I tapped in. You know, so tomorrow if I have some downtime in the morning, I'm going to tap in. If not, probably see a little shorter video. You know, but I appreciate y'all, man. As Styles P say, love is love. Y'all be easy and enjoy the rest of y'all Saturday. Peace.